EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 8. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, New York.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a give this time to the tailback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice one. Probing now early to try and get things done later.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Well, defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Jets nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. To throw. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And that will force a turnover on downs. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
and he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 21. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd and 9, Allen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balanche. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Now Allen. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got to the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Gun now on 3rd down. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and end up making the play.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, that was dangerous. Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Back to throw again. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The 24-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Oh, way to take it. Way to take it.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and run with Ballage. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bills 21, Jets nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. He's going to try and go deep again. And from
the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a foot race. He's at the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. But that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game, and this one, and a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Well, it was second long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And a give this time to the tailback. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Bills head on. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country or any speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off right around the 43. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
To throw, it's Allen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy's steaming ahead, and he has hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
New York.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Now they try the right side here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Right back to him on first down.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Pickup on the play, and it's 3rd down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0.
The kick
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll buy some time right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Taking on the midfield logo. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
A CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you want to be an NFL quarterback?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And again, it's Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he returns this to the 22.
1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big